All right, buenos dias.
Buenos dias, muchacho.
Buenos dias, muchachos. Welcome to BNI Decatur, where it is rare. Excellent. Hopefully everyone has had an awesome week. Just a little disclaimer, we are recording this meeting.
Nobody reads the
posting on YouTube. Please silence your cell phones. That way we can be very courteous to each other. And we'd love to welcome and thank our guests and visitors for joining us today. We appreciate you all being here. So your leadership team is myself, Ruben Rodriguez, as president, Alex Merritt, who's in court today, he's the vice president, because he's an attorney. Not because he did anything wrong, he's an attorney. We have Justin Reams, our secretary treasurer. The membership committee is Stuart Jones, Randy Goffrey, Tom Orkey, and Aaron Schumann. The education coordinator is Stephen Bentley, and the mentor coordinator is Señorita Misty Coleman. Our lovely, lovely visitor host team is Sade Albino, Evan Kirstein, Jordan Lowry, and Bronwyn Arnold, which today is her last day. She is moving to Denver, and she will be joining a group over there, and I think they are hybrid, so we could probably all should schedule to jump on one day. Can you imagine having like 30 people?
Testimony for Bronwyn?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm not doing that if it's in the morning. Well, no, morning would be later for us.
It's 9 a.m. with the full videos.
Oh, yeah, we'll be there.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Or I'll have a Bloody Mary.
So I think that'll be fun.
Speaking of Bloody Mary.
Wait for the announcements. All right. So our mission statement here in BNI is to help BNI members increase their businesses through a structured, positive, and professional referral marketing program that enables us to develop long-term, meaningful relationships with quality business professionals. So our chapter has passed within the last 12 months, even though ours starts in October, but we passed almost $1 million, and BNI members on average increase their business 20% the first year. So yeah, it works. Our core values, we have 7 of them: givers gain, lifelong learning, building relationships, traditions and innovations, recognition, accountability, and positive attitude. This week's presenter is Senor Art Wood with the Art Wood Mortgage Team. Senor Art, would you please expand on one of these?
I always say givers gain, always, because, and I didn't realize it as a kid because I loved Christmas. And I love to get until you realize you're an adult and you have kids, and it is much more fun to give. So when you have that power to, it works as an adult too. When somebody says, when Jacob sends me a referral, says, I've thought enough about you to pass your name along to a friend, that makes me feel wonderful. So we all have the power to make people feel wonderful by initiating Givers Gain.
I love that. What an excellent take on that. So we have 2 applicants, and one of them has been approved, and that is Señorita Erin Peterson with the Scout Stories, but she is not going to be here until January 2nd, which we will do the induction. But we do have this other Emilia Martson. I don't know if the membership committee has reached out or heard anything, or you guys are probably doing what you guys do.
We're in the process. We're in the middle of
Doing what you do.
Doing what you do. It's a
vague
Man's
process.
never been on membership team.
all right, at this time we're going to pass the business card binder, as well as please remember to get a chapter roster from the visitor host team. We're going to pass it around, so if there's a business card of someone you would like to connect with, please go ahead and take one. You may also pass your stack of business cards to your left, but do not put them in the binder. The binder is for members only, like the 1980s jackets were. All right, don't forget to take notes on today's presentations, because there's a lot of juicy things. Speaking of juicy, no, I'm just kidding. We have our network educating moment with Stephen Bentley.
Hey guys, good morning. All of you that have done your early training, the MSPs, whatever, have probably heard this in the training, the brag, plan, complain. But this is a great way to increase your referrals given. If you're, some people it's just natural to be like giving referrals. I find that it's hard for me sometimes. I'm like, I don't think that way, and then it becomes just like a brain mindset where you're like, you're not trying to sell everybody or refer to everybody, refer every single person you meet. But when you start just listening and asking the right little questions, you find more referrals in your day-to-day life and your relationships than you really know. But the brag, complain thing is like, people like to brag on themselves. Everybody's like, I'm humble, but then sometimes you find like you're bragging, like my son got into a great school. Well, when they get there, do they have an insurance plan set up? Like that little question, and they're like, oh no, I didn't think about that. Okay, there's a referral for our insurance people. They're going to rent a place. Oh, have you thought about maybe buying a place in that town? It might be a good investment. JD, our real estate people. So bragging, so listening to that, and then asking the right question. And then I did want to step back for that real quick too. Don't like ask the questions just being like ready to be like, okay, I've got somebody for you to sell. Like just ask the questions because you're generally like interested in their life. And I find when I think about those things myself and ask those questions, it helps me to think of those questions because you need to ask yourself those sometimes. Either way, but the planning, I'm planning to make an investment in something, the real estate people, or I'm trying to think of people in here like exactly what to refer to you for, but like if somebody's planning to do something, so they're planning an investment, or they're planning to renovate their home, or they're planning to clean.
Planning to retire.
They're planning to have a big party or something, so they could have someone come in to clean up for them, their place. Planning to retire. There you go. Thank you. Then complaining. Complaining is easy. Like everybody complains about stuff. My back hurts. Do you have a PT guy? Or like I'm not as energetic as I used to be. Oh, do you have a gym that you go to? Or I'm just complaining about anything. My floors suck. Or my windows are drafty. Or my roof is leaking. Anything like that. Or oh man, I would love to go on the trail. So that little kind of stuff, when you start listening and then you connect the dots with our group, it can add to your referrals given, which drives your number up and helps everybody else. So givers gain. But thanks, guys. Let's get better every week.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Singer Stephen. And last week's Ivan Award was Joel Wagner. And for those of you that don't know, the Ivan Award is named after the founder, Ivan Meisner of BNI. And so last week he gave a stellar performance, and so that's why he deserved that award. So he will be listening in. So our members will have 60 seconds to educate us on what they're looking for this week. We want everyone to be very specific and make it memorable. What or who is a great referral for you? Our visitors and guests will have an opportunity to speak after our members. And just a little reminder, and I'll mention it again later, if your industry overlaps with an industry of members, we just ask you to tell us what is your favorite animal. Yeah. Either fact or fiction or favorite. Christmas animal. Yeah.
Christmas movie. How about that?
Christmas. Okay, perfect. Favorite Christmas movie. I love it. And members are welcome to share with us.
That's okay. Done.
Just as long as you're quick. All right. This is in random order. Pay attention to the little thing on the left because we've got the how long the member's been a member, as well as if they're in the green. If you hear the little bell, that just means we're up it up. And Señorita Sade, you are
Number 60. There you go.
Good morning, BNI.
Good morning.
So, did you all know that there are over 600 muscles in the human body? Yeah, I know, right? That's a lot. So, if you're in pain and you're looking for a massage, it might be important to find someone who knows the difference between a sternocleidomastoid muscle in the neck and a sartorius muscle in the leg, right? Well, with over a decade of experience in giving massages and helping people get out of pain, I invite you to experience the superior techniques at Touch Therapy Co. And yes, I am bragging. Touch Therapy Co. Learn to touch and be touched.
Like never before.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Evan Kirstein. Like today, I help clients get out of pain. I coach entrepreneurs, executives, adults with ADHD, and I help them transform their lives. Now, when a client comes to me and they say that they have an obstacle, a problem, my job is to find the thing underneath the thing, underneath the thing, underneath the thing, to get to that foundation. Because there is no solving a problem unless you get to that foundation, you go to the core, and the root of what you're doing. That is their why. This holiday season, I'm asking all of you to think about that why. Why are we doing this? Why are we building our home? Why are we building our money, our business, our lives, our friendships? That why is going to carry you through your goals throughout the year. And if you want to, I've lost my word, if you want to have good goals and finish those goals by the end of the year, go to somebody at coaching.
You got nailed it.
Les is not here. I don't think he has a sub. Senor Joshua. No sub. Senor, are you? Here I am.
Good morning. Ari Bondi, attorney specializing in estate planning, business law, and litigation. I do a lot of things. I talk about a lot of things. So I thought I would just, this week and then after the holidays, to talk about the core business and what I'm actually, what seat I actually have in this group, which is business law. So I'm a business transactional attorney. I help people with transactions, contracts, setting up companies, buying and selling, anything that happens in the life of a small business. They might be leases, they might be trademarks, they might be defending lawsuits or possibly suing somebody who owes my client money. But anything in the life of a small business from soup to nuts, that's what I handle. Ari Bondi, attorney.
I think he was here. I'm not sure. Yeah, he was in a car accident and he had a doctor's appointment. He showed up for a second.
Hey, I missed y'all. Randy Guy from 360 Painting. Speaking of missing, right? We don't want all the people who own buildings that need paint jobs to miss a special opportunity. Especially our commercial friends, right? They may have budgets that they haven't used this year. We are willing to help them.
What a guy.
I need you to tell them about me, right? So, again, anybody, we're the painting seat here. I appreciate you guys having Keenan here. She's been very helpful. I look forward to spending more time here. In the meantime, Randy Guy from 360 Painting, we got you covered from everywhere.
Morning, everybody. Okay, so we have less than a week before Christmas, so I want to help everybody answer the burning question I know that's on your mind, which is what do I want for Christmas? So I'll make it easy. My boss is going to give me a bonus based on referrals and reviews this week. So anything that constitutes a referral would just be letting me quote you any one of the products I represent, or if you want to take 5 minutes, go online and post a review that mentions, like I said the previous time, how brilliant and charming I am in discussing insurance, and also entertaining.
Send that link in the Slack channel.
Yeah, I got to get on Slack. I got to work on that.
If you want it, you better.
Or if you want to take 5 minutes with me before you leave today, we can figure out how I can send you a quote on something. I don't really care what it is, but we'll see where it goes from there. All right. What's my tagline? Because we all got to go sometime.
Hey, that's life.
Nice.
Good morning, sales team. My name is Tom Morking. I'm at the Oak Insurance Group, and I am the business insurance agent for the group. Kind of going into the end of the year, it's been a tough market this year for insurance. A lot of high prices, a lot of shifting around with the insurance market. They're telling us we're going to get some relief after the first of the year, which is good, which means it's going to free up more capital for your business owners. So a good referral for me is somebody wants to take a look at their insurance for the upcoming year, see if those rates can apply, free up that capital to put back into your business. Tom Morton, the Oak Insurance Group.
Solid as a.
Good morning, y'all. For the last time, I am brought you this flag, and flag stands for
Screen Critics.
and we hold the promotional product seat in this chapter. I just wanted to take a big thank you to all y'all. I'm going to try not to cry. I did some of my BNI Decatur stats, and I just wanted to thank you guys all. I've had 345 one-to-ones. I've had 164 referrals given, but 278 referrals received to SWAG. Some of my favorite projects were Anne's holiday cards, Stewart's caricature holiday cards, the Hellenbach race t-shirts, Abby's merch, Merit Law, and so many others. And I'm just so appreciative of this group and the people. And the people are what makes it. And another stat is I've been to 336 meetings, and it was 30 miles each way to get here. So I put 20,160 miles on my car because you guys are awesome, and I love you guys.
Stuart.
That one. I don't know what to say. We'll miss you so much. So you got to at least visit.
I still have in-laws here.
There you go. We'll miss you. Hey, I'm Stuart Jones of Floor Coverings International. I always want to talk about people, but today I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about a blue antelope stair runner. Have you guys ever heard of this before?
No.
Okay. They're actually really kick butt. Basically, it looks like the back of an antelope, and it's colored in royal blue. It looks so cool and it's beautiful. And so, if you know someone like that that wants like some really cool stuff for their house, instead of just a bland, beige carpet on the stairs or whatever, at Floor Coverings International, we actually do stuff like that. We do cool stuff. So, if you know something that maybe somebody wants something cool and they don't know who to call, you can call me. So at Floor Coverings International, we love it.
We walk all over us.
That would be cool. Me too.
Hi everyone, my name is Annie and I'm subbing for Abby. I am a Clarity member and a long time forward to Clarity, first on ClassPass and then I joined. I've been a member of many gyms before and I've never had an experience like being at Clarity. As you all know, it's a body positive gym, but I think beyond that, the level of inclusivity that Clarity offers to all of its members is unmatched. The classes, the trainers, and the people who attend are some of the kindest, most welcoming people that I have had at Clarity to showcase the space and community in a fun way. They're having a party for your friends and family and to come celebrate their 5th anniversary. It's a casino-themed party, and so there'll be fake gambling and all kinds of fun and cool stuff. Clarity Fitness and
You are enough.
Thank you.
Good morning, Decatur.
Good morning.
All right. Topic of Christmas movies. Die Hard.
No.
It's not.
It is.
Absolutely
All
not.
right. What always bothered me about that movie, and really most action movies as I got older, was, after all this mayhem, who cleans up? And someone's got to come in, patch the bullet holes, replace all the glass. There's going to be drywall dust everywhere. Who cleans up? It got me thinking. Eleganza Cleaners, it would be a great referral for any commercial property, particularly after the holidays, whether or not you had a hostage situation or just a bunch of drunk employees making a mess. Either way, we're here to serve. Eleganza Cleaners, so fresh,
So clean.
right on.
I love that. Buenos dias.
Yes.
My name is Ruben Rodriguez, and I'm the group's commercial real estate broker. And I want to talk about space. Not necessarily the final frontier, but if you have a space, or if you're looking for a space in any area or any realm, whether it's office, medical, single tenant net leasing, industrial, land and more, I have the expertise and resources to assist you every step of the way. So it's my job to help you find the perfect property, meet your business needs, or help maximize the value of your current real estate assets. So a perfect referral for me is if you or someone you know is looking to expand their operations, relocate to a new location, or invest in income-generating properties, I have the resources and expertise. I already said that. Every step of the way, this message has been brought to you by Cincoro. What time is it?
Tequila
I
time.
had to bring a bigger one.
Oh, what's going to say? Bring the mini bottle this time.
Hey,
Is that open?
good, thanks.
No,
of course not. It's not open, but I don't know if you guys heard, Bagwell had a loss in the family, so our prayers are with him.
Send a message.
Okay.
This is Ron. Good morning, I'm Lindsay Sullivan. I am the founder of Riley Rose Travel Company. If you weren't here last week, I've gone out on my own. Really excited about it, focusing on helping families, making it easier for them to get out and travel, focusing on helping families and couples get away. So if you know anyone like that, and if you haven't gotten any holiday presents, give the gift of travel. Make Carl's life easier. Make get rid of the landfills filled with less trash. Yeah, I'm really excited. So it's Riley Road Travel. That's my son's name is Riley, and yeah, like I said, we'll be focusing mostly on family trips and stuff like that. So anyone comes to mind for you, please reach out to me and let them know I'm around. Thanks.
That's great. That's awesome.
Good morning, BNI Decatur. My name is David Woods with Squeegee Squad. We hold the window cleaning seat here in the chapter. You know, it's kind of cold today, and it was kind of warm the other day. And then it's kind of cold, and then it rained, and I don't know, it might be a meteor shower next week. Who knows? But guess what? We still clean the windows in all of those conditions. Right now, we are doing our New Year, New You, New Home special. You book any gutter cleaning service with us, and it'll be $50 off of any other services that you schedule. Once again, David Woods Squeegee Squad.
Your neighborhood window cleaner.
You've never cleaned in a meteor shower.
I have no idea what I do on my off time.
Good morning, everybody. Richard Morris, World Property Inspections. I'm an inspector. Everybody knows what I do. I've been doing it for 22 years. I give people an unbiased view of the property they're buying or selling, because I can give a view on that property when you're selling it to kind of look out for the things you need to report before you put it on the market. More importantly, I just want to reflect a little bit on the year. Again, not like Bronwyn, I'm not leaving or anything. I may not be here next week. We're going to Florida for New Year's and all that kind of stuff. But I do want to thank everybody for giving me referrals, and the businesses that I've worked with throughout the year have been very helpful, answered questions, helped me out, do that kind of thing. But BNI, some people don't see the value in it. I do. Hopefully everybody else does too. So thanks.
So I'm Art, I'm your mortgage guy, and I'm not going to talk about interest rates in my presentation, but I'm talking about them today. So yesterday, the Feds lowered rates a quarter. You know what happened to mortgage rates? They went up a quarter. So just so you know, I've had conversations, they're talking about maybe the incoming president's going to lower rates. He doesn't really have the power to do that. The only way you can do that is by lowering inflation or somehow convincing the Feds to actually buy bonds. It's the only way that's going to happen. So basically what the Feds came out and said is instead of 4 to 6 cuts, they're only going to have 2 cuts next year. So we had gotten down 2 months ago to the low 6s, and they cut rates a full point between now and then, and now we're up a full point in rate. So rates aren't going anywhere. Don't wait. Now's a great time to buy a house because eventually if rates come down, then price values will go up, and you can always refinance, and I can turn your mortgage into a work of art.
Oh, you made it.
Damn right I did.
Going once. Morning, everybody. I'm not going to dance today. It's hard. This morning I want to talk real quick about your places of worship and their roots. I just got a contract for my personal church. It was great. They had all kinds of leaks, and I'm walking through going, hey, you see that stain on the ceilings? And they didn't even notice it. So a lot of time places of worship, they're only there maybe 1 or 2 times a week, and nobody looks up. So they rarely ever notice when they have a leak until it's really, really bad. So if you know or have contact with a place of worship that may have leaks, tell them to reach out to me, and I would love to help them out. Joel Wagner with Fraser Roofing.
Faith Family Fraser.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Veronica Vecina with the nonprofit, or I like another term I'm hearing, For Impact. We are For Impact. One of the matches I made in 2024, 2 awesome African American dudes, Atlanta, born and raised. They had to have crossed paths at some time in their life, but what's the difference? One of them grew up in special education, and the other one did not. And now they matched. Just they had so many points of connection to match them. But the protege, the person with developmental disability, his parents have now both died. He lives in the same house he grew up in, and it's too big. He's ready to leave, so he's about to live a transition and go out on his own, which is amazing. But he needs somebody alongside him to support him in that process, and that's what his advocate is doing. Citizen advocacy, where we believe in the power of the
Ordinary.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you that have been here a long time, you already know what I'm getting ready to say. It's the last month of the year. So get those statements backed up, your interest statements, get ready for your taxes in January. Keep your own copies. Some of you have bookkeepers and CPAs that do things for you. Just in case you fire them midway through the year, you don't have to go back to your financial institution to get those documents again. The perfect referral for me would be, again, I'm going to continue with the professional offices, attorneys, doctors, and dentists. Mr. Palmer with Tandem Bay.
It takes two to tango.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Mike Ogney, Pure Maintenance of Georgia, and I'm going to talk to you about crypto today. Cryptococcus. I can't talk about regular crypto. The Hawk Tua girl took all my portfolio. She had a meme coin, yeah. But no, Cryptococcus uniform, it's kind of a cool fungi because you don't see too much of it, but it does show up every now and then. Bird poo, old moldy wood, and every now and then up in people's attics. So it gets breathed into your lungs, and it's a filamentous one out in nature, but then in your lungs, your body's in the perfect temperature to turn it into a little yeast, and that grows a shell around the outside of it and goes through your blood system, and it can be picked up by your doctor. So it's kind of a bad one. It affects your lungs and brain. If you feel like your lungs and brain are affected, call me. I'll take care of it. You've got mold.
Morning, guys. Justin Reams with My Exterior Cleaner, your go-to exterior cleaning experts, whether you're trying to soft wash your roof or your house or your commercial building or pressure wash any of your flat surfaces. I am actually going to piggyback off of Rick and Bronwyn this morning and just extend a huge thanks. So when I joined BNI this time last year, one of my big goals was to double the company, and I ran the numbers this morning thanks to you guys and the amazing relationships and the power of BNI. We've actually 2.5'd over the last year. And in talking to Stuart last week, he actually asked me how many of the folks that you've cleaned their roof actually got their insurance back. And so I looked back at it. We do have a 100% success rate. We've helped over 41 people get their insurance back this year by cleaning their roof. So that's all from you guys. So thank you so much.
JD has a sub. Nope. Going once.
Hey, good morning. I'm Thad Gilliam with Versatile Partners, a Teams Financial Planner. Show of hands, who knows somebody who has won the lottery?
Like a strap out.
Yeah, it happens. It doesn't happen that much or that often, right? And so a lot of people have this kind of perceived idea of like how you create wealth is akin to winning the lottery. Like something good is just going to happen to me one day. In reality, building wealth is a lot more like rolling a snowball, right? Like it starts small and kind of like pathetic at first. And you're like, man, I don't have that much, but I'm just going to keep rolling it down the hill, and then it gets a little bit bigger. And then you're like, oh, okay, a little bit bigger, and then you roll it down the hill a little bit more. And then all of a sudden, it starts to snowball, right? It gets bigger, and all of a sudden, you end up with a much bigger snowball than what you started with. So that's what building wealth is like in reality, not like winning the lottery. So if you know anybody headed into the new year, and they're just trying to plan and figure out, how do I get to financial independence? They could benefit from a financial planner. Time is up. Thad Gilliam, navigating today, tomorrow, together.
Which is supposed to be together.
Hello, I'm Kayla Rainey. Great to see everybody. I'm subbing for Ivan Ramon. So Horizon Windows. At Horizon Windows and Doors, we're all about upgrades because life's too short for squeaky doors and foggy windows. Need a window that's clearer than your internet search history? Want a door that actually closes without a wrestling match? Consider it done. We take care of everything from sales to installation, so you can sit back and enjoy the view, literally. With us, the only thing breaking it is your old stuff, and we'll even fix that. Quality windows and doors are in your horizon.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Danielle Smoot with Mood Design and Events, setting the mood for all your special moments, big or small. So my ask this week is, I don't know if anyone's seen Netflix or Hallmark, Christmas movies are a big thing right now, obviously, but Christmas rom-coms, wedding movies are just as big. So my ask is for you to be on the lookout, whether that's Facebook, social media, your family, friends, cousins, anyone that gets engaged during this holiday season. I would love it if you send me their profile so that I can reach out, talk to them, or recommend me to anyone that's inspired by the Christmas spirit and those Hallmark movies. Danielle, with you.
Good morning, BNI. I'm Stephen Bentley. I'm the digital marketing chair for the group. I'm looking for people who are planning for a better 2025, so there's the planning. I'm also always looking for people who are complaining about, especially like their Google business profile when they're changing stuff or it's disabled or it's been suspended. More and more, it's like 70%, I feel like people I talk with, they're like, I have a problem with that. So I've got a decade plus of working with that. And funny thing is, it's like what I did like 5 years ago or how it worked 5 years ago, it doesn't work that way anymore. So you got to keep up. And you as a small business owner, you're like, oh, I can do it myself. And then you get into it and you're like, wait, I can't do this myself. So I'm looking for people that need help with that. So my favorite Christmas movie, the funny ones are always, they're up there. But I'm a sappy kind of thing. It's a sappy one. It's a Wonderful Life. It's funny too, but every time I see it, I cry a little bit. And George Bailey. So that's my movie. All right, your business.
Smart.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jake with Athletes Potential. A little bit, probably too much more than you guys care to know about like the education of physical therapists. So everyone has to go get their doctorate degree, right? And then few will go on and get their residency, and then even fewer will go on and get their fellowship. And we're lucky enough at our clinic that we have across 2 states now that over 8% of our providers are residency trained or fellowship trained even. So all that to say, we have a very elite team of providers that really know their stuff clinically. On top of that, and most importantly, the thing that I care about the most is kind of going back to what Stu was talking about. Sometimes it's really hard to listen, right? And I'm sure we've all been in a healthcare experience where it feels like you aren't being listened to, you're just being talked at, right? So we do a really good job. We take it to heart. We make sure that it is a part of every single one of your appointments that our relationship building capacity is really high, and our ability to hold a conversation and really get to the root cause of what you're kind of looking for is at the prime, as at the top of what we care about during your appointment, on top of just like your pain and like what you're kind of in there for. So, and Athletes Potential, if you have a body, you're an athlete.
All right, did we miss any members? All right, so now is the time that our visitors will have an opportunity to stand up to give us your name, your company, describe what you do, and how we can help you. And once again, if your business overlaps with the member's business, just tell us what your favorite Christmas movie is. And I'm going to start to my left here. So, señorita.
Hi everyone, my name is Annie. I do have overlap with an existing member. So my favorite Christmas movie is The Holiday. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, Kayla Rainey with Empowered Life, where we empower people to live a healthier lifestyle. So we're actually on our last gut cleanse of the year of 2024. So it's been a very exciting year, being able to help people really to see what their habits are with food and change their mindset around how they eat and how they look at their body. So going into 2025, we're still going to have 4 cleanses that we're going to do, so once a quarter. So anyone that you know that is looking to jumpstart 2025, really want to make sure they put their health first, don't know where to start on the holistic approach. Again, I'm not a doctor, however, I do have a bachelor's and master's in exercise science and healthcare admin, and then we work with doctors, researchers, scientists, nutritionists, all the good things. So anyone that's looking to start their health right, then that would be a great referral. Kayla Rainey, helping people help themselves.
Excellent. Señorita? Yeah.
That's my mom.
Oh.
No.
Will you tell us what your favorite Christmas movie is? Your favorite Christmas? Oh no. Okay.
What's your favorite movie? Is all in here.
Really don't have a favorite.
Okay.
Gun to your head. Come on.
Color. Give us a color. We want.
Color blue.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Let's see. Scanning, senor.
Yep. Tom Adams with 360 Painting. I just started a couple weeks ago. Helping out Randy and transitioning into hopefully some good referrals and some good stuff. My favorite Christmas movie is National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yes, sir. Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Excellent. All right. So our featured presenter is Senor Art Wood. He's going to tell us about the mortgage and how we can talk. He's going to talk us off ledges. Right? Yeah. So we're going to take a 5-minute break. So now's a good time to go use the restroom, refill on coffee, schedule some one-on-ones.
Too many other things to get in the way. I do that all the time.
Guys gotta double down. It's like I'm too deep.
The trick is to not be like aggressive about it. You get
I got like twice the amount of
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, we've been talking about that a lot lately,
You'll figure it
unfortunately. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All right, last minute coffee, last second coffee. All right, Senor Art here is going to have 10 minutes to educate us and tell us about his business. So, Senor, take it away.
Y'all are so excited to hear about mortgages. I know it. So yeah, it is hard. I mean, I just look at it and pay attention to the fact that I've been doing this since 2019, and to come up with something new once or twice a year or whatever is interesting. So today we're talking about unlocking your home's equity. How reasons to get cash out and how to do it. So let's get a little bit about me. Y'all know a lot about me already, but my wife and I are the worship leaders at Mountain Park United Methodist Church. That was an interesting story because I did it for 15 years at Tucker Methodist on my own. Took a break for COVID. We came back. And we played with this church, and the worship leader resigned, and we were on the phone with her, and we got off, and my wife says, no. It's like, what? Because you were not taking that job. But then we worked on it together for about 6 weeks, and she's like, you know what? I'm pretty good at this. She's pretty good at this. So I get to be the show. She gets to be behind the scenes, and it works really well. So if y'all are not doing anything Christmas Eve, we're actually taking it out to the community at Fresco, which is in the Kroger shopping center on Five Forks from 11 p.m. until 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. So we'll actually bring in Christmas at midnight together. So y'all are actually doing that. So I'm a big community person. That's the one that built my business. We just finished doing a Salvation Army golf tournament where we raised $19,000 and 250 toys. Several of you helped in that regard. I know it's really tough to sit on a hole and hand out free beer, but David did it like a champ. And Hunter said it's a lot easier to talk about employee benefits when you're giving away free beer. So I appreciate that. And then we put on the Taste of Tucker. We're in our 20th year of the golf tournament, 15th year of Taste of Tucker. You know that I really would love to be a rock and roll singer. That's what I would prefer to do anything else. So we started our 2025 tour January 18th at Moonshadow, which stopped smoking last year. We'd love to see it. Anything else? That's it. Skip.
You already have a couple kids.
I have a couple of kids. Oh, yeah. That's my daughter. I just got a text message that her exam brought her from a 79 to an 82 today. So she's going to be the one that gets all the money, but he's the one that's book smart, but he's come out of her shell. His name's Trace. He's the third. Arthur Murray with the third, and my wife, Karen. So, and my mom. So my dad started the golf tournament. He died a year later, and I've kept it going. So it's Arthur Wood Memorial. Okay, moving on. All right, so reasons for why you would, without looking at this, why would you take out equity in your house?
Because you need improvement.
One at a time.
Get another house.
Get another house, that's right.
Buy stuff you don't need.
True. Or pay off stuff that you bought because you didn't need.
You need new floors. You need new floors.
Home improvements. That's it. Those are the primary reasons that you need to get cash out. Back in the day, when you could get 2.5% interest rate, it was interesting. I did this several times too, where people were taking a lot of cash out because they can make more than 2.5% in the market, so for investment as well. So moving along. So we got several ways to do that. You can do a first mortgage, just refinance your first mortgage. That's not happening a lot today because of the fact that you have a 2.5% interest rate, and you don't want to go from 2.5% to 7.5% on your money, especially if you're only taking a small amount out. But if you do, you're going to look at a second mortgage. Well, that goes right there. First mortgage or a second mortgage, or several different types of second mortgages. And it is about like Choose Your Own Adventure. Anybody read Choose Your Own Adventure?
Yes.
Books? I love those books. Yeah. You start asking those questions, and I imagine it's several similar questions what that would ask too, where it just leads you to exactly what do you need the money for, how quickly do you need the money, what's your current interest rate, and all this stuff. So anyway, those are the different ways to do it. The benefits of a first mortgage will be a lower interest rate on the cash out than you would actually get in the second mortgage. But you got to weigh the pros and cons between giving up that 2.5% to 3.5% interest rate to getting a 7.5% interest rate. But it is typically a fixed rate mortgage. You can go to about 80% of the loan to value. So if your home's worth $100,000, you can go to $80,000. Okay. Now the other thing that people don't really necessarily love is it resets your term. You've been in the mortgage for 20 years, so you only have 10 years left. You take out another 30, you got 30 years left. All right. So that's kind of an example of that, and I took a long time on my family, so I want to go ahead next. All right, fixed rate second mortgage. I love this option. In fact, Goldwater, we do this as a portfolio, and we manage them. But I like these options because they're typically lower interest rates than home equity lines. They are a fixed rate, which is really nice. But these are really good for folks that I need the money now. Like I'm getting ready to do $100,000 in home improvement, so I need $100,000. I know I need to spend it, and I need to spend it now. And you'll get that at a lower interest rate typically than a home equity line. And typically you get a 30-year fix, but like it's really a 30-year due at 15, so it's a balloon. You don't typically find a 30-year fixed rate that stays out there forever, but it's amortized over 30 years. It's got to be paid off in 15. And you got to hope at the end of 15 you're either paid off, you are, or is just in case, right? So I always kept an equity line on my house, a big equity line on my house, and you didn't owe anything on it unless you borrowed against it. So you had access should you need it. When I built out my building, it was $30,000. I had a $100,000 equity line. I used $30,000 of it. Still had access to $70,000. And then I just made an effort to pay that $30,000 off as fast as you can. And you're only charged interest on whatever that is, but it is an adjustable rate mortgage. So that can, we've gotten up to where prime was 8.5%. That's what mortgages or home equity lines are based off of. Now that's gone down a point. So when the Feds lower interest rates, that's what's affected. That's one of the things that's affected, that and credit card rates. So, but again, hey, I don't give a shit what the interest rate is because I just need it there just in case. That's what a home equity line is. Next. And then we have a hybrid second mortgage, which I really, really, really like. That's really been new. And back to the other stuff, the other two, it's a full underwrite. W-2s, pay stubs, tax returns, asset statements, appraisal, credit checks for everything. But we got this new one that I've talked about a little bit, is you pull it out, very little documentation, if at all. Most of it's done by AI. It pulls your appraisal, it pulls a soft pull on your credit, and you have to give them access to your bank information or IRS information, or if you want to upload your W-2 or your pay stub, you can do that. But that's it, and you basically get your money in 5 days. What I like about this a lot, other than it's fast and easy, is it's a fixed rate. So you pull it out, say you owe $100,000, but you got to pull the $100,000 out now. But you can pay down 90% of that if you want to. So now you pull out $100,000 and say, I don't really need that, so I pay it down. Well, now this portion of that $10,000 is fixed at whatever interest rate we quoted. But the other $90,000, you're not paying on it yet until you borrow it, and then you just go and say, I need $10,000. You go in and see what the interest rate is on that. So you could have like 15, 20 different multiple interest rates on this. So it's very, very flexible, but it's a 5-year draw period. So I really like that a lot. It's probably my favorite. Home equity line is my least favorite, but it serves a purpose. So moving on. So basically, this is kind of how, again, choose your own adventure. Interest rates and terms, you're picking between that, cash needs and timing, your repayment strategy, your future financial plans, and whether you're comfortable with a fixed or variable. Moving along. So, a lot of folks, I don't have the marketing budget that Rocket Mortgage has, but I sell against them a lot because they are the loudest in the market. But you're never going to meet them. In fact, I had a buddy who worked there, and he says all of his employees were ex-baristas, were 24-year-old ex-baristas, which I'm fine. I'm sure that's fine. They work for cheap, but they probably don't know how to spell DTI or LTV. So I show up at closings. I'm staying in touch with you with telephone calls, with text messages for your birthday, loan anniversaries, all these things, and that's really me texting it. It's not automated. I've done this for 20 years. I've done over 3,000 mortgages, and it's fun. People say, I put the fun in funding. So it's, I try to, not talk from up here and get down and give it. I don't even know what's next. So the way that I need your help is obviously I need realtors. I need your friends and family. Financial advisors are fantastic referrals. And it's not necessarily because I necessarily need to sell them anything, but it gives them another advice, and it empowers people like that to have a team of folks like us. CPAs are great, and divorce attorneys are fantastic. Is that it? There you go. Any questions? One or two? Anything?
I got you. Why are you like your least favorite?
I don't like adjustable rates. It's kind of like floating or locking a rate when you're in the loan process. And again, they have their place.
Yeah.
But I like to know what my payment's going to be. Period. I don't want to go, I wonder what's going to be this time. So it does serve time and place, and I have one.
Yeah.
But if you need the money now, that's probably not the best option.
Hey, just curious. Well, I've heard recently there are people who are putting home equity. They're getting home equity lines to protect their asset. It makes it less risky for folks trying to sue you. Like it looks like it's the money's tied up, as opposed to people trying to guesstimate how much equity you might have in a home. You heard this?
No.
Okay.
No. That sounds probably more of a legal thing anyway, because they'd probably find some way to poke a hole in that anyway. But that would be interesting. But I'm thinking too, if you have a home equity line of credit and you pulled that money to show that you have less equity, that money's sitting elsewhere anyway. So you pull it out, so it's
yeah, I
attackable.
think it's kind of a sniff test, like attorneys are looking, they're just scanning.
Yeah. Oh, they got a lot of equity. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. There's no equity there.
Well, yes. One more.
I remember before the last bust in the housing market, we were getting solicitations from mortgage people all the time, in the mail, we'll lend you this and that, hundreds of thousands of dollars. But that doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. Is money tighter than it was, say, in 2005?
No. You still get the further away you get from a transaction, the less of those you're going to get in the mail, because it is public record. So I probably get one a week of somebody texting me something that says, "Oh, I can get a 4.55% interest rate." No, you can't. No, you can't. But they changed their marketing strategy, and all that really is there for is to get you to call them and hopefully they can start stopping. Yeah, and one more thing on those other two that are not the cash out refinance, so you can typically get 85 to 90% of the value of the house. So thank you all very much.
Hey, take a picture. Slide to the right. Slide to the right. There you go. Awesome. Thanks, Art.
Excellent. Thank you. Wonderful presentations. Art, please remember to schedule one-on-one with them. All right, we have the Vice President's report. So last week we had 20 referrals given, 3 first-time visitors, 159 one-to-ones, 28 CUs, 17,800 for Thank You for Closed Business, which puts us year-to-date at 361, which we've only been 11 weeks into this fiscal period. We had several absences. We need to button that up. This week is probably going to hurt us. Yeah. Remember to always record your your data into the app, whether it's a CU, one-to-one, referrals, thank you for closed business. That way you will stay in the green. So that I kind of put this out in slide because of the technical difficulties last week, just to kind of show everybody, hey, this is where you guys are at. This is, it's really easy to stay in, or just to do well. Just do a CU, one-to-one, and show up, attend. And if you can get a referral in there or a visitor, that's just a bonus. So, Senor Justin.
Yeah, so next week, don't come. We're not here. Doors will be shut and locked, so we won't get here. Thank you so much, Art, for your presentation today. When we come back, we've got Josh, so I'd love to ask Josh, but he's not here. So let's try to bring some folks with a pulse to present for Josh on the 9th. So, but once we come back, sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place. Let me reset for a moment. January 2nd will be our first day back after the holiday. We are going to have one-to-ones that day so that we can start the year off right. That following week, January 9th, will be Josh presenting with Honeycomb Plumbing. I believe he asked for homeowners and folks with a pulse last time.
And
but
he did, at some point, I got it out of him, he's like, older homes are typically good that have older pipes, so that's kind of... Yeah,
older homes, older pipes,
yeah.
historic downtown Decatur and everything.
Absolutely.
We do have a couple of openings in January and February as well, so if you guys haven't presented in a little bit and January or February is a great time, please reach out to me. I'd love to put you on the schedule. That's everything.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Justin. All right, this is our I Have section where we talk about our referrals and testimonials, and obviously any thank you for closed business. So this is where our contribution to the team for the week. We're going to go around, kind of talk about this really briefly. Also visitors, please stand up. Let us know what you enjoyed about our meeting today. So on this, I'm going to start on my right. Oh, crap. Sorry.
Nuts.
Okay, we'll skip. We'll come back. Danielle. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I didn't say it before, but I like an elf, okay? Testimonial for Art. We have a couple mortgages with him. We've had him for years. One nice thing about Art is that he's easy to deal with and he's local. I know that that's easy to say, but when you have to call somebody from Rocket or one of the other companies, you're never going to be able to talk to anybody who's quick and easy to respond. So it's nice to be able to ask a question and get an immediate response.
I had an awesome referral from Joel and something referral from Evan, and I'll be gone for 2 weeks, so you won't be able to get a hold of me for one-on-ones, but then, get the crowd.
I have a referral for Stu, and of course, visitor Thomas. And my favorite movie is Randolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
My favorite business movie is The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. I passed Bert's name to a client this week and passed her referral to Hunter.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. That's It's a Wonderful Life. Come on.
Yeah, we got it.
Two testimonials. So there we go. That's the last I was looking for. All right. Citizens advocacy is great. I met with her. Veronica's director. It's a great cause. And then the other testimonials for Bronwyn. I was thinking about. I was like, I should get her a card or some balloons or something. And like, what do you get the girl that does swag? Like, she probably already has that stuff. So I was like, best gift I can give her, and that every single one of us that technically have done business with her is going to write her a testimonial right now or today in the BNI Connect app. So thank you so much for all your everything you've done for us over the years.
So just a couple of testimonials. I keep driving by during this time of year to see my house because it looks gorgeous with all the lights up that David did. I really do. I was driving home. I was like, honey, let me turn. Oh, God, it's great. Also, Hunter will be taking on, or is taking on, the benefits of Smoke Rise Country Club, and has absolutely nailed it.
That's big. I have a testimonial for Joel. Sent me a great referral. Thank you so much for doing that. And I have some thank you for closed business, and then testimonial of Art. I've been doing this close to 30 years, and dealt with lots of mortgage people. He's by far the most professional, most together, best team I've ever dealt with. So, awesome.
favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone.
Yes.
As a child in Nigeria, it set incredibly accurate expectations for actually, in hindsight, if they had known someone like Lindsay, maybe they would have had their shit together.
Left her kid home.
I had a great one-on-one with Evan yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we talked about
Everything.
quite literally everything. And I have another one with Veronica after today's meeting.
Testimonial to Art. He did a mortgage for me, and he also did a mortgage for my sister that lives in Virginia. So he is local, but he can do 48 states.
48.
So testimonial, because she's prickly. I mean, you guys have your younger sisters. They're always a little prickly, right? And so she was a little prickly, but Art navigated through the process, so I appreciate that. But thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I relate to what Stuart just said because I am the prickly young sister. So I I referred myself to Carlos. Gonna get a new vehicle, which I'm excited about, and also Lindsay and Bronwyn. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been collabing, and I referred myself to Bronwyn. You leaving us with all these guys?
Thank you so much for over the years for your support. I greatly appreciate it. I received he's not here, but a referral from JD.
My favorite Christmas movie is Mean Girls.
Go Blake Coco. Lives in my head all the time. I want to say thanks for the education, Art. That was wonderful. It newly presented to us. I am referring myself over to Mike, testimonial. His guy Trent came over, very professional, let me know what is what, very clear with me, loved it. Thank you for the one-on-one yesterday, and thank you for the talk, and talking me through, well, no you don't.
Well, no, you don't.
I enjoyed the meeting. Like I was telling my daughter, it made me want to open up something. Not sure what, but I want to get into the entrepreneur world. I enjoyed everyone's presentation. I especially appreciated the fact that when visitors come in and they look through your book, you don't want anyone that's overlapping with someone else that's already here. I think that serves as a testament of the respect for the community that you guys have here at BNI. And I just enjoyed it. It was very interesting and very fun.
Thank you.
Me?
Yes.
My favorite Christmas movie, I mean, there's so many that are ironic choices that I love for this, but not often thought of as a Christmas movie, does have, in my opinion, the best on-screen person dressed as Santa moment ever would be Trading Places.
Yes.
Yeah. Tom getting the salmon out of his beard. I had a few referrals this week for Mike and Stuart and Josh. That's it.
My middle name's Noelle, spelled the Christmas way, so I love every Christmas movie, but I do really love Four Christmases and Fred Claus. Those are two really good ones. And our testimonial for you, you did our first and only mortgage, and we're the annoying people that have 1,000 questions, and he was awesome. And then I had a one-to-one dash referral for Veronica. We did a coffee with my brother-in-law on Tuesday, and he was so excited and so enthused and inspired and excited to work with you. So I'm so excited to connect the dots.
I love, this is my second meeting in a row, and it's just inspiring to be here and hear everyone and to see how you all support one another and encourage one another. Yeah, so I think that that is pretty amazing. And it was an honor, you know, to represent Abby and her business, that she trusted me to be here. So thank you all.
Thanks.
Hello. I always love coming to these meetings. So good to be back. And I actually got postcards from Drawing, so that was really cool. They're really cute. So I'm excited to just be able to network with other people. Never knew this was a thing of like businesses, like different businesses coming together. I've always been in like my field or my industry, so this is cool to experience.
I have a testimonial for Tom. My client, Gloria, could not stop talking about how nice and kind and great he is, helping her walk through the transition between one insurance company to another. And he is great. He's amazing. And then I also got a referral from Josh, which was a referral from Jordan, which ended up being a referral for Mike. And then Mike's guy said, oh, you really should think about replacing the entire roof. So a repair is now turning into a full roof replacement. 6 degrees.
Way to go, guys.
Had a great one-on-one with Dad, Carl, no OS, and yeah, just super excited to support Ronald's brother-in-law.
So my dog started barking yesterday, and then I look outside and there's a white Acura in my driveway, and Art warned me. This one here, David.
It's
Okay,
personal.
the joke is over. Okay. David's gonna help me out, and then I might meet Justin and my new baby. The outside of my house is a disaster. And then I might visit Brown and go skiing. So I'm excited.
Let's do a whole BNI trip out there.
Anyway. Favorite Christmas movie? It's a new one. I just watched it for the first time this year. But Klaus, has anybody seen that one?
Oh, yeah.
Good one. Right? Oh my gosh, animated. It's awesome. Anyway, testimonial to Josh. He came out to our office 2 days ago. Man, so you guys know those little poopery bottles that you we had somebody, still don't know who, must have fell down to the toilet, flushed down the toilet, and clogged up our toilet, right? And so called Claire's our operations manager's like, Jake, toilet's clogged. I'm like, oof. In between cases. Called Josh. I was like, and he came out within the hour and got that thing fixed up, and super professional, super on time, super helpful, helped us out with some other projects that we have, or took a look at some other projects that we have. So, she was here to hear that testimony. But yeah, he's really good. She used it for me too.
I have a referral for Joshua for a commercial property that is getting some stuff done, so we're looking forward to being able to pass that to him. And great presentation, Art, and Bronwyn, always going to miss you, always love having you here.
All right, I'm going to try to redeem myself. So, referrals sent to Art, which was my divorce attorney and everybody in my life's divorce attorney. So hopefully that works out. My sister sending over to Art as well. Probably not going to buy right now, but we'll definitely come back. Thank you for closed business from Randy and David. And then 2 little known facts. My favorite Christmas movie is Elf, and my favorite little tidbit about that is that Faison Love's character was actually originally cast for Wanda Sykes, and he still wears the Wanda name tag in the movie. So look at that next time. And then Home Alone, Marv is actually now a sculptor. So look that up.
Yes, I did see that.
Pretty stinking phenomenal. So
That's awesome, and I forgot to tell you about my favorite ones. But anyways, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, that they stop motion animation. I always love
The
that.
claymation.
The claymation, that was all right. And Friday After Next. So that was hilarious. I love those 2 characters. All right, so right now is our VP's referral reality check. Typically, our vice president has this. Is there anyone want to speak to a referral that they may have passed? Joel had a great one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that's excellent. Fantastic. All right, so now, now is our time for, who was it? Are you? No, wait.
No.
Who was it? Joel.
Really, it was his wife, but.
Joel, to let us know who has won the item.
It was hard. I mean, there were a bunch of people that did really great, but I love the snowball illustration, so I'm going to give it to Ted.
Yep.
Well done.
All right, and now we're going to spin the wheel. Hopefully I've updated this properly for the door prize. And must be present to win.
Yes.
Ah!
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've won.
What are the odds?
Do it again.
Yeah, do it
again.
Alex.
Oh my God.
Well,
All right,
next time.
let's do it again. Oh, are you serious? Are you dead?
Where's Artie?
He left.
We're doing good on time, so just keep saying. Let's go.
All right. I think this is the most we've had.
I do have
So much suspense.
I'm glad it didn't land on Carly.
I was about to say. No offense. Don't want to spin again.
All right. So special announcements. Anyone, please keep it brief. Senor Art.
Yeah, number one, I forgot to tell you about my favorite Christmas movie, which is The Christmas Story. Story, whatever.
Yeah.
And I can't believe you shoot your eye, kid. I can't believe y'all. Anyway, I'm basically taking the next 2 weeks off. That means starting right now. So I'm dying to do a 1-to-1 with Bloody Marys right now. If anybody's up, right now, if anybody's up, come find me. I'm buying.
So I still have space available for the retreat coming up. It's Valentine's week, so if you're looking for a romantic vacation with you and your partner, you can reach out to me or reach out to Lindsay to book space. I have this amazing promotional video that Jude did, so I'm going to post that in Slack so you can see the location is absolutely gorgeous. So I'll be posting it in Slack.
House for rent still $2,500. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. The property manager is in another BNI group, so all of it will be taken care of BNI wise in Marietta School District.
Excellent.
Citizen advocacy, 501c3. Don't forget about the letters that I handed out. We could really use your financial support as well. I don't know if it counts, but I feel like it is to me. Dumb and Dumber. Christmas.
I like it. Anyone else with an announcement, or if they want to add on to the Christmas movie list? Senor?
If anybody's seen the Chick-fil-A holiday ads the last couple of years, I'm deeply enthralled by those. If they put that together, that might be like my new favorite Christmas movie.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, now I'm going to look it up. All right, that's it. Okay, just as always, BNI has tons and tons of support for you, whether it's a webinar or some sort of workshop. If you go to the BNIATL.com and go to calendar, you'll see what's up. And then for the visitors, if you enjoyed it, we encourage you to fill out an online application. The process is super simple. The membership committee will interview you or will vet you, and then you will submit your payment, and then you will be inducted as, what's her name? Aaron? No. Aaron will be in a couple weeks. If your business does overlap, there's other chapters that you can certainly go to. But definitely thank you so much for coming, and I would like for the visitors to stand up and to go with the visitor host team over here to the left, to my left. This way.
Bring out your dad.
Yeah. And the closing quote: success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you're doing, you will be successful. By Albert Schweitzer. It was a German and French polymath from Alsace.
Yeah, it's Albert Schweitzer. That's like it is.
Okay, thank you.
Albert.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
All right, right on time. 10:30.
Musicology.